Yo, what's good with the fam? It's MalikThaBullsFan, man, and I'm here with a video for y'all, man. It's a long time coming. I kind of been wanting to make a video like this for a while, but I was a little scared. But this is gonna be a video about why I think the Bulls should trade Jimmy Butler and finally start their rebuild. Now, first off, I want to just say that I'm not talking about trading Jimmy Butler because he's a bad player or just because I don't like him or, you know what I'm saying, for none of those reasons. It's really because Bulls future we don't have a future, to be honest, and it's the best move we currently have. But like I said before, like the whole point to the rebuild is because our future is very bleak. Like we have no future if you think about it. If Jimmy Butler leaves in 2019, after 2 years, he only has 2 years left. If Jimmy Butler's leave, I have no faith in anybody on this team to say, okay, we can put the reins in his hands. There's nobody, and to become a star, I don't believe anybody on this team has star potential other than Jimmy Butler. So if Jimmy Butler was to leave, we're literally going to be forced to cut our losses and rebuild without any assets. You know what I mean? We're just going to have to rebuild. So that's why that brings me to the point. Why not get ahead of the curve? Why not say, okay, let's jump in front of this instead of saying let's wait until it happens and then we're stuck, when we could jump in front of it now, get assets for the future, and then say, okay, now we have a plan, we have a direction, because right now we don't have one. And in all honesty, this is the best time to do it. Jimmy still has 2 years guaranteed on his contract, which in the NBA is very valuable because, say for instance, you wait another year, we're going to be in the same predicament as with Paul George. We're going to be stuck because in a year from now, then that he becomes just a year rental where teams are going to be very hesitant to trade for him because they don't have any idea if Jimmy will stay with them after that year. And at that point, his value would have diminished and we would still be forced to rebuild. And see, now, Lord, I know a lot of Bulls fans don't want it to happen, but honestly, there's only so long we could wait. We've kind of been pushing this back for years. Like, we've been pushing this back for a long time and just adding little pieces, but I don't think we can do that anymore, just for the simple fact that it's not working. And low key, this might have a silver lining. I know a lot of y'all say I don't trust guard packs with the rebuild. Well, neither do I. But I do know one thing is if they do trade Jimmy, they're going to have to be so on point with this rebuild, just for the simple fact that they're on their last legs. They don't have much left, you know what I'm saying, to fuck up. Excuse my language, but they honestly have no more room to mess up. And if we use the media for anything, the media will tell you that the Reinsdorfs want that winning revenue. Like, they want at least to be able to put people in the seats. And if guard packs can't do that, then bye guard packs. Like, they're gone, because the Reinsdorfs are not going to sit there and wait 50 years to become relevant again, in my opinion. And I mean, it makes sense because that's what the media will tell us all day. They'll tell us that the Reinsdorfs want to win, they need that money. So if they do start the rebuild, not only do they have to see it through, but if they're not doing good at it, they're gone. And that's better than a lot of the things that we need at this point. I want to just reiterate, like, Jimmy's a legitimate star. He's easily top 15 and possibly top 10. I don't know exactly, but in my opinion, yeah. And honestly, this, like I said, this is less about him and more about the dead end that the team is heading to. Like, there's no way around it, in my opinion. We are very much an average team. Like, we haven't been serious playoff players since, like, what, 2015? We missed 16 entirely. We barely made it this year. So in my opinion, we have to make a drastic change. You know, and this might just be it. And let's be honest, last season was, in my opinion, very hard to watch. Like, I had the hardest time watching last season. Like, actually had to take breaks in between because I just couldn't watch that team. Like, the roster they put that together was just, it was terrible. And watching them play with Fred Hoiberg coaching, 3 alphas, all of that stuff, it was a trying time. So in my opinion, I'm personally would love to watch a young team just grow. You know what I'm saying? We watched so much in Bulls for the last almost decade. Like, I just would love to see a new, fresh, young team. You know what I mean? I think it'd be a breath of fresh air. And hey, shoot, another silver lining is we might not have to pay Wade 24 mil, you know what I'm saying? If Jimmy gets traded, that's a good chance that he might opt out. You know, the Bulls tell him, hey, we're about to do a full rebuild. You know what I'm saying? You might want to opt, if you want to contend, you might want to opt out now because we're honestly not playing for anything. That could be another good thing to come out of this rebuild. Now, in terms of trade partners, a lot of people have said that they wanted Jimmy. Like, we have the Suns, Celtics, Cavs, Timberwolves are all looking to trade for Jimmy Butler. But if I'm the Bulls, I'm going with the Celtics because they can honestly give us the best trade package unless Tom Thibodeau wants to give one of his good young pieces. Because other than that, like, there's really nothing those other teams can honestly offer us that I would love, you know what I mean? But Celtics, if I'm going with the Celtics, I'd want their number 3 pick this year, the 2018 Brooklyn pick, and Jalen, or the Lakers or 76ers pick, which in my opinion will help jumpstart our rebuild effort tremendously. Now before we go, man, just imagine picking up this year with the 3rd pick, De'Aaron Fox. Then next year with the Brooklyn pick, we pick up Michael Porter Jr. And then with our own lottery pick, we get like Miles Bridges or Colin Sexton, maybe Jalen Hands. Like, don't that sound like a fun breath of fresh air? No? At least it do to me, man, to be honest. And now on more recent news, it seems like Jimmy might just push to go to the Cavs. Now take this info how you want it, because it's from the Sun-Times, and honestly I've never trusted Kyrie, but Butler has gone on record saying that he loved to play with Kyrie. Could it be with the Cavs instead of the Bulls? I mean, it of course have to be a 3-team trade because the Cavs literally have nothing to offer, you know, us, because they have no assets. But it's worth noting, like, they could easily partner up with the Suns, the Timberwolves, and try to finesse a deal. And in all honesty, it might be a good deal for the Cavs just because adding Jimmy to that team could honestly put them over Golden State, or at least on par with Golden State, depending on how they made it work. But nah, that's all for today's video. If you liked it, please drop a like and subscribe. If you want to talk about it more, please comment down low, or follow my Bulls Twitter at Bulls Kingdom. And if you like this, me doing Bulls videos, please let me know, because if you do, I'll make more in the future. But this is Malik.